Hello friends, welcome to our World Kli lesson on the article of Arvut. We're coming to you from New York. We've been privileged to conduct this lesson for the entire World Kli, and we're very happy to be here with you. We're going to pick up from where we left off the previous morning lesson, where the Moscow group had conducted it. What we're going to do is we're going to read the article of Arvut. Right now we're on, our reader is going to let us know where we are. But what we're going to do is we're going to read the text, we're going to concentrate on it, we're going to focus, we're going to remember what we're doing here, where we are, be in one intention, and we're going to write out the summaries and also questions and answers for our internet stimulator. We're going to do it with one intention, and my partner Vlad is going to start us off with something.
Well, friends, it's really a wonderful moment right now. As usual, we have the whole world with us. Everyone's connected, tuned into the same thought, the same desire, the same intention. And let's just picture this, global village that we're living in right now. Everyone at this moment is going to read the article Arvut, one of the basic articles that Baal Sulam has bestowed upon us. And let's just, while we are reading this piece right here, let's concentrate on the fact that we're all together in this, that we're all in the same thought, that your thoughts at this moment are affecting everybody else around, all over the globe. And before we start off, I'm going to read a little piece of intention, and then we're going to have Yigal read Arvut. The desire for greater unity is expressed by my desire to be in the common sensation, where there is no distinction between me and others, and instead there is something that's shared. However, I don't know what it is. I don't want to feel myself. I want to feel us, where there is no division into self and other. This is a new reality that we produce. On that higher level, which we produce through our efforts, the desire is not divided compared to a current level. It is as if many drops of water come together into one great drop. Then there is no way to tell apart our previous state where each of us was separate. We're going to hand over the mic to Yigal Ashkenazi, who's going to read item 21 from the article Arvut by Baal Sulam.
Yeah, we read the article of Arvut from Articles of Baal Sulam, page 394. The letter is 21, it's כף א'. ואלה הם דברי רבי אלעזר ברבי שמעון, באומרו, העולם נידון אחר רובו וכו.
And these are the letters of Rabbi Elazar and Rabbi Shimon saying, this is the role of the Israeli nation, to prepare the world for purification until they become worthy of receiving His work. No less than Israel themselves were worthy of it at the time of receiving the Torah, which is called, as our sages say, that they've attained the multitude of merits, meaning that they now decide the scale of self-love, dirty self-love. And it is understood that if the scale of merit, which is the higher understanding in the quality of his love, exceeds the scale of obligation, they become ready for agreeing and to say, we shall do and we shall hear, as Israel have said. However, before that, meaning prior you attain the multitude of merits, certainly self-love is what determines. And therefore they will refuse to receive his burden, blessed him. And this is called, if he has done one mitzvah, his joy for deciding himself and the whole world to the scale of merit. Because ultimately the private part of the individual of Israel is added to the degree of all who determine. As when you're measuring particles on a scale and adding each one of them gives his share to the final weight, the final determination, without which determination would be unfinished. And similarly, he says about the deeds of the actions of an individual from Israel, that he determines the whole world to the scale of merit. Because when it is finally done, and the scale of merit was decided for the whole world, then each individual has a part in that determination. Without his actions, the determination would be lacking.
Friends, let's take 2 minutes to summarize the main points of what we've just read and also write questions and sets of answers for our stimulator. And we remind and welcome very much the entire World Cli to participate. We want to hear from you. We want to feel you. So please write the same things, and our internet department is going to read them out. So let's take 2 minutes now.
Okay, friends, is anyone ready with the answers? Yes, Ilya, please.
I have a summarization. Israel is responsible to bring the rest of the world to a level where they can overcome the filthy self-love and qualify to say, we shall do and we shall hear as Israel did, thus bringing the whole world to the scale of merit.
Thank you. And Seth?
I have the words of Rav from first 2005. Talking about this paragraph, he said, this means that Israel must first correct themselves in the world. And the world will then come according to the extent to which Israel raises themselves upward. And thus they will inspire the world to start preparing itself for correction. He said last year that every individual should give himself, should aim himself every second on how he connects to the world and influences it. He further said, we need to focus more and more on our interaction, our unity, and the dissemination of our unity. Today we have to aim at the whole world.
Thank you, Seth. Albert?
I have a question for the stimulator. It's written, who performs one mitzvah is happy, for he has sentenced himself and the whole world to a scale of merit. And the question is, what is that one mitzvah that we need to perform? A, attaining the light that reforms. B, create love and connection amongst us. C, keeping kosher. D, other.
Thank you, Albert. Do we have anything in the internet?
Zohar from Chicago is saying, every correction we make is added to the whole world correction.
Thank you very much. Again, we wanted to ask all of our friends from the World Cli to participate. We want to hear more from you. We want to feel you, that you're sitting right here amongst us. And I think Eugene Fritkin had something to say.
I have actually a couple of things. I have the question for the stimulator. Who participates in bringing the world to the scale of merit? And the answers. A, only good people, B, everyone of Israel, C, everyone in the world, and D, only Kabbalists.
Could you repeat it again real quick? And a little slower, please, so that friends could translate for us.
Sure. Who participates in bringing the world to the scale of merit? A, only good people, B, everyone of Israel, C, everyone in the world, and D, only Kabbalists. And I have a summary also, short summary. Individual is capable of affecting the world change through changing himself by using method of Kabbalah in order to correct intention in all of his actions. Thank you.
Friends, let's remember that every time we bring our actions together, our intentions together, and this is the most fertile time to do this, is adolescent, when we're connected to the entire world Kli. That's really the soil that we need to work in order to come to that correct intention and adhesion with the Creator. Do we have anybody else? World Kli, we need you. Don't abandon us. It's a collective lesson. We're all in it together, and we have more, right? Okay.
Paco from Spain is saying, everyone is a broken piece of this great vessel. Let's reunite all the pieces together.
Sandvika from Oslo saying, because the world is an integral system, everyone's input is joining together into one summary for the reason of the whole world correction.
Could you read that again, please?
Because the world is an integral system, the input of everyone is joining together into one huge summary for the reason to world correction.
Thank you.
We're going to have to ask BB Israel to please prepare. We're going to get back to you in a couple of minutes. I'm going to read a little piece on the stimulator, on the internet stimulator, which was actually a big dose of inspiration for all of us in our daily lives, and has been a wonderful topic that we've been discussing all of this time that Rav has been away. This is something that we've been clinging to like a life support system, and it really is that for us. Let's read this out real quick. Why we are building the stimulator? So that we will be connected through a common action to a similar intention and thought at any moment, anywhere. And then we will move in this way on these waves. Therefore, no one should shut himself off in his group or at home and be disconnected. They should always be with us. Therefore, we should use the stimulator actively, and we shall build a common vessel out of it, which will serve as an example, a scale for our states of what is happening. We'll take care of it, and it will take care of us in return. It does not matter what questions are there. I participate, I need the strength. I receive the upper force through it. BB Israel, we're giving you the word. Please participate.
בבקשה, איתן.
Please, Eitan. I want to emphasize one of the principles that we've mentioned. Indeed, every individual has a part in that sentencing, and has the determination that without his actions, this determination will be lacking. This talks about the importance of each and every one of us, both in the Arvut and also, of course, in the stimulator. And I have another proposal that yesterday, actually, my wife has proposed a proposal for the stimulator, which is truly, something that you can picture. That after a man does his missions in the stimulator and does his piece of the Arvut for everyone, you make a little picture of a piece of sesame, a grain of sesame that is thrown on the scale and pictorially helps change the scale to the scale of merit. So this can make it clearer for everyone. Phil. If I'm not wrong, Ilya and Seth talked about the correction on the side of Israel and also brought up these questions. But he actually says decides himself and the whole world. He doesn't say Israel. So I want to bring up this question and the thought among the whole Kli about this difference that he says when he talks about Israel versus the whole world, the whole humanity. Danny. I just wanted to say that every day when we see another group, directing the lesson, it's unbelievable. And Igal, you're doing a great job of reading. And my question to the simulator is, what is that sesame? 1, treat the others nicely. 2, try to make the right choice, meaning above reason. 3, to disseminate as much as possible. And 4, try to hold on to the path with all my strength. Eli. What is the role of the Israeli nation? 1, to prepare the world for purification. 2, to disseminate the wisdom of Kabbalah. 3, to have arvut, to be responsible for one another. 4, to accept the Torah. And the answer is really that all of them. Niv. Yes, the question that I propose for the stimulator is, do you agree to accept the Torah now? 1, 2, B, no. 3, yes, but not now. 4, only it depends on whether friends agree. Gal, another question for the stimulator, following what the friend just said. What is the role of the Israeli nation? To be the shepherds of the nation, to prepare the world for slavery, to prepare the world for purification, or another role. All right, New York, we're going to give you back the broadcast.
Thank you for great inspiration. And about the world Kli, I wanted to say that it's truly amazing how we usually feel the world Kli, and it's this amazing force, this unbelievable power. But with the introduction of the stimulator, we started to feel you guys much more acutely, because you submit questions, we all kind of contributing to the same source, which gives all of this inspiration to us throughout the day, keeps us connected, keeps us together all times. And I hear that there's a lot of things happening on the internet right now. Our friends have a couple more things to read out.
Is saying, Rav said that change in every person contributes to correction of everyone's soul, even those who don't realize the need for correction. And Vitali from Rostov, it's for the stimulator, he's saying, how worthy of consent in the decision to exclaim, let's make and hear. 1, outweigh the cup of guilt, selfish love. 2, implement the principle of the group, love your neighbor as yourself. 3, make at least one commandment. Saf.
So I have a question, and I just want to remind everyone that the Arvut is the continuation of Matan Torah. And my question is, what must the nation of Israel do to prove that they are worthy? A, disseminate the wisdom to the world. B, disseminate our unity to the world. C, accept the Torah. D, all of the above.
I think we have an answer as soon as that question was posed. I don't really see who it is, but please.
I think it's Yuval.
Yuval.
I have a question.
Oh, Yuval has a question as well.
Only question. Go for it.
The more questions we ask, the better.
Okay. Hello, friends. So I have a question for the stimulator. Actually, Asaf and I wrote it together. How do we attain Arvut? So 1, discerning and raising the importance of the goal. 2, raising the greatness of the friends and annulling ourselves. 3, mutual actions of dissemination. 4, raising man to the Boreh. And 5, driving south to Sinai, standing under the mountain and praying.
Yes, Seth?
I want to summarize one of the points from the article. We have to be able to judge our friends to the scale of merit. According to the article, we shouldn't expect from each friend that they do more than they're able to. Each person is required to care no less than his ability to care for his own needs. So regardless of what a friend can contribute, we need to see him as essential to the whole and love him as we love ourselves.
Thank you. I just want to share that I feel that every time a friend speaks, every time we read something off the internet, there's just this feeling that I'm getting this injection of spiritual adrenaline. I think we all feel that. And these questions are really amazing. These answers, every time that friends share, it adds that sesame seed. And we're overloading the scale of merit right now. We have a few more minutes. Hopefully we can overload it to its tipping point.
I'm actually feeling this anticipation for this jolt of inspiration, and I see Peter has a couple of things from the internet.
Yes. Zohar from Chicago has a question for the stimulator. What will tip the scales of the world to the positive? 1. Enter the stimulator several times a day. 2. Join the World Kli this Sunday for the Global Unity Day. 3. Work hard at Love of Friends. 4. Other. Luis from Mexico is saying, by using the stimulator, we ensure all of us are getting ready for the different events. Stimulator equals preparation. Also, Chaim from San Francisco is saying, our united action in the stimulator will transmit the urgency of unity to the whole world. And finally, Igor from the Ukraine is saying, when you combine equal particles, it is a nuclear reaction, an explosion, the transition of a new quality, creation of the World Kli.
Thank you. And Zohar, that may have been the best plug for the Unity Day that I've ever heard. So thank you for that. Just the whole world already knows, the World Kli knows that we have a Unity Day coming up this Sunday, which is really one of our pillars of preparation for the November Congress that we're all going to have in Israel, where hopefully we're going to come together and then really build the Kli, a strong spiritual Kli. We had some more people.
Yeah, we have Chaim in the back.
This is a question for the stimulator. What does a person bring of himself to the scale? 1. His desire to destroy the ego. 2. The knowing that he can determine the fate of the entire world. 3. His love for his neighbor as he loves himself. 4. None of the above.
Thank you, Chaim. I think Robert had his hand up. Microphone, please.
I also have a question for the stimulator, and one of the part of this article says that each and everyone in Israel should take care everybody needs, but not their own. So my question is, what does this mean? All needs for first is have enough food and goods, build the right environment, and change will to receive to will to give.
Okay. And Jacob?
Also a question for the stimulator. I really want to clear up for myself. Can we attain spirituality without our wood, basically? And the answer are, no, it's absolutely impossible. Second is, it's never because our wood is spirituality. Yes, if we try really, really hard, and on weekends only.
Jacob is he's a salesman in the corporal life, but he's become a salesman in the spiritual life as well. He's trying to sell arvut to us, and he's been very successful, very persuasive. Oleg
has his hand up.
I have also a question for Simulator. What is faith above reason? A. When you're doing something without understanding. B. Simulator. C. Arvut, and it's part of the article. When each member of Israel became responsible that nothing shall be missing from any other member of the nation.
Could you repeat the options again? The answers?
A, when you're doing something without understanding. B, simulator. C, arvut, and it's a part of the Baal Sulam article, when each member of Israel became responsible that nothing shall be missing from any other member of the nation.
Okay, friends, so how do we do that? How do we make sure that nothing is missing from every member of the nation? How do we make sure that all the needs of all of our friends are satisfied and we can all focus on just our one spiritual goal?
I have a feeling that our friends from the World Kli have a lot to say on that subject.
I'm hoping to have the answer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. Yes, Eugene, please.
Alex from Alaska, from the North American Virtual Group. He's saying the requirement to the people of Israel: 1, be united with each other with love for neighbor. 2, store awe or love for the Creator in the Torah. 3, fix yourself on the return. 4, become a saint and a guide for the world's people. And Tommy from the United Kingdom is saying, where are we? New York, Israel, Moscow. Are we even on this planet? Polkapov Sasha from Moscow is saying, why your seed has values. 1, without the balance of the grains we do not outweigh. 2, without it, it is impossible to finish weighing. 3, the seed is the determining. And 4, collected without the grain.
Yeah, Seth Bogner had something to say.
Yeah, I wanted to answer Tommy's question. I think that we're already in the world of Ein Sof. I think that right now we're at the level of preparation where we're within striking distance of reaching Lishma. And whether you're in London, New York, or Tel Aviv, or Petach Tikva, we're there and we're together, and all time, space, and travel is immaterial.
Richard?
Well, I mean, I just want to make not really a summarization, but just a statement that really we got to remember, love thy friend as thyself. Our mutual guarantee. Good example was the one I always love is drilling a hole in the boat, and it's not about yourself, but it's caring for your friend, and that's one thing that we should always remember. And that's one way we can always build the connection around the world. And from this point on, this is only the beginning, and I believe it's just the beautiful, strong, powerful thing.
We have only about maybe 2.5 minutes left. Friends on the internet table, please give us some inspiration.
Jean from Stavropol is saying, who is a neighbor and someone I love? 1, myself. 2, the Creator. 3, comrades. 4, everyone. 5, other. And also we have a friend from Sacramento, California, who's saying, Rav said that the more the Creator awakens us, the bigger his expectations.
Well, friends, we're pretty much run out of time, but we want to really thank our brothers in Israel for giving us this opportunity to add our sesame seed. We felt and we feel that we're really connected with everybody here around the world. Stami asked his question. There is no difference between us. There is no corporal distance. Everything that we do together in one thought. That's where we're united, and that's where it matters. So thank you very much for this privilege, and we'll see you at the next part.
We have these amazing tools in our hands, friends. We have the writings of Baal Sulam, writings of Rabash, we have the group, we have the World Kli to power it up, and we have the stimulator to connect us all together and link us and provide this inspiration and direction on a daily basis, on the basis of every hour, every minute. L'chaim, friends. Thank you.
שבילים בהם פסענו, יש דרכים שלא בחרנו, ובכל זאת התעקשנו לעבור גם אותם. בספינה הזאת כולנו מפליגים מתוך ליבנו, בין גלים האיחוד ובנו לכיוון אחד. זמנים קשים כבר עברנו אז, ימים יפים עוד יגיעו ודאי, אם נתאחד שוב האור עוד יאיר עלינו, ביחד נתפוס את המחר. זמנים קשים כבר עברנו אז, ימים יפים עוד יגיעו ודאי, אם נתאחד שוב האור עוד יאיר עלינו, ביחד נתפוס את המחר. תנו לעצב לחלוף, זו רק התחלה ולא סוף, מכאן נפיץ את הבשורה, נגרש את הסערה, עם איש אחד בלב אחד, העולם יהיה מאוחד, ונזרק כאן אהבה, נפריח את השממה. זמנים קשים כבר עברנו אז, ימים יפים עוד יגיעו ודאי, אם נתאחד שוב האור עוד יאיר עלינו, ביחד נתפוס את המחר.